Gives it over to Ryan Matthews, but it's stolen away by McGuire, and a deep three by Sean McKinless from well behind the three-point line. And McKinless starts off strong with a three, and St. Joe's leads 3-0. That one was behind the three-point line in the college ranks for McKinless, who did not waste any time to get on the board. Oliva gets it over to Salem. Salem watched by Garvey. This is senior night, so a different starting lineup for the Crusaders. Oliva fakes the three, gives it over to Salem. Salem reverses it, throws it up to DiSpirito, goes down the lane, and gets the two-point layup. DiSpirito gets BC on the board. St. Joe's leads 3-2. Doherty outlets it over to the near left side to McKinless. Now over to Doherty, just in front of the midcourt stripe, calling out some offensive plays for his team. Garvey dribbling across the middle of the lane, stops his dribble, picks up the ball and throws it over to Giles Harris. Now Garvey over to McGuire to the far right side behind the three-point line, pulls up for the three and swishes it right in front of Ryan Matthews. And Joe starts off fast, 2 for 2 from downtown, 6-2 lead. Oliva takes his man off the dribble and goes easily to the bucket for the layup. 6-4 lead for St. Joe's against Bergen. Oliva's first bucket of the game. 6:35 left to go in the first. Another three-point attempt, no good, but the offensive rebound caroms out to Garvey. Throws it down low to McGuire, who goes in for the uncontested layup right down Main Street, and it's 8-4 for St. Joe's. This jump shot by DiSpirito, and going the other way goes McKinless. Outlets it to McGuire. McGuire for three, no good, and rebounded by Oliva. Bergen Catholic his first bound of the game. Now it's over to Salem. Salem pushes it. Three in the far left corner for Matthews is short, rebounded by St. Joe's' McKinless. St. Joe's going from right to left on your computer screen. Bergen Catholic defending in all white. St. Joe's in the road black. Garvey, pull-up jumper from 15, too strong. Nice rebound there and box out by DiSpirito. And a foul is whistled over the back against Joseph Giles Harris of St. Joe's. That'll be the first personal foul against Giles Harris and the first team foul for both sides here tonight. 8-4, St. Joe's leads Bergen Catholic. They've hit already for 2 3-pointers in this game. One in the first possession of the game from way downtown by Sean McKinless, the dangerous three-point shooter for the Green Knights. Now, dangerous three-point shooter for BC. Salem uncorks the shot but misses it, and it rebounds into the hands of McGuire. Now McGuire gets the pass from McKinless. McKinless has it, fakes the three. Will outlet it top of the key to Garvey, who pulls up from straight away. And Nate Garvey hits the three-pointer, and St. Joe's leads 11-4. 3 of their 4 buckets have come from behind the three-point arc. Salem for 3 to the right side, and Justin Salem hits for 3. He only had 2 points the first time these two sides met. Back in the early part of the season, it's now 11-7. St. Joe's leads Bergen. Garvey, pull-up jumper in transition, no good. Fight for the loose ball. Kicked out to McKinless for 3. And McKinless' second three-pointer. And St. Joe's leads 14-7. And Bergen's bringing full court pressure. As Oliva will inbound it to Salem, who hands it off to DiSpirito. DiSpirito will take it, lefty dribble. Outlet it to Matthews, who will set it up in the half court to Oliva. Now over to the right side to DiSpirito. Find off the pick Salem for 3. Salem looks like he got contacted but no foul, and it's an air ball instead. 4:37 left to go in the first quarter. St. Joe's doubling up Bergen, 14-7. St. Joe's known for their blistering hot outside shooting, and they've certainly done that here in the opening quarter of play. 4 3-pointers already for St. Joe's. McKinless. Now it's McGuire off the screen. Cuts down the middle of the lane, gives it over to Giles Harris, misses the layup. Follow-up attempt, no good. McGuire, another putback. And St. Joe's cleans up the glass. McGuire with a fast start. He has 7. And St. Joe's leads 16-7. Salem for 3. No good. Fight for the loose ball. Goes off of Checo's hands, out of bounds. And St. Joe's leads 16-7. Will inbound it. And the usual starting 5 will reunite as Matthews, DiSpirito, and Sellers come off the floor. And Muggeo, Welch, and Uribe check in with 4:01 left to go in the opening quarter, and Joe's already out to a 9-point lead. McKinless will be picked up by Justin Salem, 2 leading shooters in the county. Garvey's watched by Welch. Now over to the left side to McKinless, who has unlimited range here this season. To Doherty, top of the key, watched by Muggeo. Doherty still picks up his dribble, gives it over to Giles Harris. Over to McKinless, pull up three from straight away. This time he misses, and Uribe gets a loose ball, dribbles behind his back, outlets it to Salem, pull up jumper in transition is good. Justin Salem with 5 points here in the first quarter. Bergen Catholic cuts into the deficit 16-9 with 3:20 left to go in the first. McKinless watched by Salem. Outlets it to Garvey to the far right side. Pick comes, McGuire, now over to the left corner to Doherty. Doherty watched by Uribe. Picks up his dribble, looks for an outlet, gets it over to Giles Harris. Now to the far right side, McGuire. Bergen Catholic doing an effective job inside. Garvey tries to spin around, gets a shot rejected away by Oliva. Looks like he might have picked up his pivot foot a couple of times, but no call on the trap. 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. 16-9 St. Joe's leads Bergen. Inbound underneath the BC rim. Outlet to the Doherty. Garvey cuts across the middle, stopped immediately by Welch. Now Doherty throws it over to Garvey to the far left side. Top of the key as St. Joe's attacks from right to left under screen. McGuire watched by Uribe on this possession. Now McKinless, top of the key for three, and drains another one. The third three-pointer of the game for Sean McKinless. St. Joe's lead grows to 10, 19-9. Uribe pulls up for three. Contested, no good. Fight for the loose ball taken by Muggeo. Outlets it down low to Oliva. His jump shot is short. Muggeo fights for the loose ball, taken in by Giles Harris, and St. Joe's tries to extend its lead. McGuire for three in the far right side, no good, and rebounded out into the hands of Welch, who quickly pushes it up to Muggeo. Muggeo tries to get around McKinless, who gets called for the blocking foul. With 1:55 left to go in the opening quarter, and St. Joe's leading 19-9. Sean McKinless for St. Joe's, their leading scorer already with 9 points in his first quarter alone. And on the pick, it leads to an easy flush and finish for Oliva. 19-11, Bergen Catholic inbounds, works to perfection, getting Oliva the easiest of buckets. He has 4 in this first quarter. Chauncey Hawkins into the game for the first time for Coach Doherty off his bench. Doherty turnaround shot is good on the right baseline. Doherty's first bucket, 21-11. The Green Knights lead by 10. Uribe goes to the bucket and gets fouled on the way up, and he's trying to pass. So a foul on the floor will be the third team foul against St. Joe's, and the foul will go against McKinless, his second. So Sean McKinless already with a little foul trouble here in the first quarter for Coach Doherty, as he'll have to check out of the game for the first time, as McGuire comes back in for him. Uribe looks for an outlet, finds Salem, uncorks a quick three, no good. And good positioning on the box out by Garvey, gets the rebound for St. Joe's and pushes things the other way. Garvey goes up for the slam, but gets fouled from behind. It looked like it was all ball from Oliva. But instead they call him with the foul. And it's going to be a 2-shot foul upcoming for Nate Garvey of St. Joe's. The Green Knights leading 21-11 with 1:16 left to go in the first quarter of play. A fast start to say the least for the Green Knights here on BC Senior Night. Garvey swishes the first foul shot attempt. Green Knights will sub into the game. Sub Giles Harris out for the time being. Second foul shot attempt is also good. 23-11, St. Joe's erupting for 23 points in the first quarter. Radi is checked into the game, number 24 for the Green Knights. Coming up on 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Welch nearly had his pocket picked from behind by Hawkins. Welch dribble drives, passes it down low to Muggeo, fumbles it, but keeps it from going out of bounds. Uribe takes it right down the baseline and lays it up and in for the bucket. His first basket of the game, 23-13, BC trails. Hawkins out of control and throws it out of bounds for a turnover. Bergen Catholic will have possession with 44.3 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. Oliva will inbound it to Welch. Get it back to Oliva. He'll take his time crossing the timeline and go from left to right. Now over to Uribe. Takes McGuire off the dribble, but he picked up his pivot foot and will turn it over himself with the travel. 34.1 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Bergen Catholic trails 23-13. They've been trailing for the majority of this game, thanks to the hot three-point shooting displayed by the Green Knights. Hawkins passes it over to the left side of Garvey. Garvey watched and defended by Uribe. Radi over to the far side to Hawkins. Now back to the big man, top of the key. Now over to the left side, extended to Doherty. St. Joe's running the clock down, looking like they're going to be trying for one final possession of the quarter. Hawkins fouled after crossing over Riley Welch. Foul will be on the floor. The second team foul against BC. The first against BC's point guard, Riley Welch, number 10. BC had 3 other seniors start tonight, not the usual starting 5 for the Crusaders. They played 4 minutes, and the last 4 minutes of this quarter have been the usual starting 5 for BC. Garvey off the pick, gives it over to Hawkins for 3 to the right side, takes the shot, no good. Rebounded by Oliva, and time will expire before he can uncork a 3-quarter court shot. Sean McKinless had 9 points in the first quarter, but he's sitting right now with 2 personal fouls. Welch telegraphing the pass and getting in the passing lane was Hawkins, deflecting it out of bounds, but he'll stay possession with BC as they'll inbound it at the scores table. Uribe will throw it in the backcourt to Oliva, will hand it off to his point guard Welch. The junior will pass it to Oliva, top left to the key, now to Muggeo. Muggeo takes his man on the dribble, lays it up and in, and one. Nice play there by the lefty senior forward, Mike Muggeo. He took Radi off the dribble and laid it up and in with the contact, and will head to the line, shooting 1. Mike Muggeo's first bucket of the game, trying to cap off the traditional 3-point play. Muggeo's foul shot is short, though, and rebounded out by Giles Harris. 23-15, St. Joe's leads Bergen Catholic here at Hale Gymnasium. I'm Dan Long, the voice of the red and gold. Happy that you could join us wherever you may be, courtesy of thecube.com, our streaming internet provider. Hawkins again out of control in the dribble, and a timeout taken by Mike Doherty of St. Joe's. The Green Knights here in the first half. Doherty goes 1 of 2 at the line, and St. Joe's now leads by 15, 39-24. Welch over to Oliva, now to Cortes. Cortes to Salem. Salem has 3 3-pointers in this first half. Pull-up shot just inside the 3-point line, no good. And fight for the loose ball off of Doherty's foot, out of bounds. Good hustle there by Logan of Bergen Catholic. And Bergen Catholic will inbound it to the left side of the St. Joe's rim. 1:56 left to go in this first half of play. Ray Cortes, the sophomore, inbounding it now to Salem. And a foul called down low. And it's going to be a moving pick called against Pierfrancesco Oliva. And that will be the second personal foul against the Bergen Catholic big man. David Logan will check out with a substitution coming into the game in Anthony Uribe. And Taj Malik Benning will come in for Oliva. So Oliva with 2 personal fouls. Bergen Catholic with 5 team fouls here in the first half. St. Joe's with 6 with 1:55 left to go. It's all St. Joe's right now, up 39-24. Hawkins from the far right corner to McKinless. Spinning around, Taj Malik Benning gets it over to McGuire. McGuire right down the middle lane, blocked away by Welch. Into the hands of Uribe, who pushes things. Great transition defense, though, by the Green Knights, not giving any easy buckets to the Crusaders here tonight. Cortes, one-handed pass to Welch, picks up his dribble, back to Cortes. Great man-to-man defense right now by the Green Knights. 1:15 left to go in the second quarter. Uribe gets bumped by Garvey. Throws it over in the far left corner to Salem for 3. Salem hits the backboard and nearly banked it in, but it's no good, and it's rebounded by Doherty. 1:05 left to go in the second quarter. 39-24, St. Joe's leads. Andrew McGuire down to the right block. Kicks it out in the right corner for McKinless, a 3! And Sean McKinless with 5 3-pointers in the first half. And it's St. Joe's by 18 here in Orno. 40 seconds left to go, and Riley Welch holding on to the ball. As Bergen Catholic looks like they're going to be trying to run down one final possession. Taj Malik Benning, watched by Doherty. Gets it over to Cortes. Now to Welch. Welch holding on to the ball. As Hawkins defends him close to the midcourt strike. 15 seconds left to go in the second. Welch dribbling it up. Again, BC running it out with one final possession. 42-24, Bergen Catholic trails. Welch, pull-up jumper at 15 feet away. Follow-up attempt on the missed jumper by Uribe is good, but it is all St. Joe's heading into halftime. Inbounding from left to right on your computer screen to begin this second half of play. Doherty will inbound it in the backcourt to McKinless. Will be matched up by Salem. Outlets into Doherty to the far left side. St. Joe's goes from left to right. Garvey, watched by Welch. Goes right down the middle, and an offensive foul, is it called? Or no, it's just going to be a foul on the floor. Off ball against Anthony Uribe, as he was clutching on to Andrew McGuire. Gets called for the foul. His first, team's first, here in the second half of play. St. Joe's will inbound it. McKinless watched closely by Salem. Any free space for McKinless could be a result of 3 points the other way. Doherty, bodied up by Muggeo. Right-hand dribble on the right baseline. Doherty outlets to Giles Harris, now gives it over to McGuire. McGuire over to Doherty. Doherty drops it off to McGuire, now to the right side, watched by Uribe. Tries to get some space with the free hand. Gives it over to Giles Harris and the elbow. Reverses it to Garvey to the far left side, and Garvey hits the three. Right in front of the outstretched hands of Welch. Nate Garvey extends the lead, now to 45-26. Largest lead of the game for the Green Knights. Now it's dropped down low to Oliva. Reverses it to Muggeo. Muggeo, high low to Oliva. Gets past a couple of defenders and lays it up and in, giving Bergen Catholic their first bucket of the second half. 45-28, Bergen Catholic trails St. Joe's, as the Green Knights are currently unstoppable from three-point range. McKinless for three. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound by Giles Harris, kicks it out to McKinless again for three. And he misses back-to-back three-point attempts. And rebounded this time by Salem for BC. Uribe on the far right side, now to Salem to the top left. Throws it over to Muggeo. Muggeo picks up the dribble, down low pass to Oliva. Tries to give and go, but it goes off of the kneecap of Muggeo, out of bounds for the BC turnover. Inbound upcoming for St. Joe's. 6:19 left to go in the third quarter. All Green Knights here on the road. 45-28 over BC. They've led for the majority of this one. McGuire's off-balance shot, no good. And a foul in the reach-in by Garvey on Oliva, as that'll send the BC senior to the floor. A foul against Garvey will be the first team foul of the second half, and the second personal foul against St. Joseph's number 1. Oliva will inbound it to Welch. 6:12 left to go here in the third quarter. Point guard for BC crosses the timeline from right to left as BC operates on offense. Welch gives it to Salem for a three in the left corner. It's good! Justin Salem for three. He has 14 points to lead the Crusader effort. He has 4 3-pointers. Bergen Catholic trails 45-31. They've not been able to stop St. Joe's on defense. Garvey to McGuire in the right corner. McGuire dribble drives on Oliva. A foul on the wrist slap by Salem. It'll be on the floor, so no shooting foul, but it will be a foul charge nonetheless to Justin Salem, his first, team's second, here in this second half of play. 5:42 left to go in the third quarter. 45-31, St. Joe's leads the Crusaders here in Ordell. And the ball goes out of bounds off of the hands of Welch, who tried to swipe it away from Garvey, who was posting up on the near right block. McKinless will now be the inbounder. Salem will call out instructions down low. He'll inbound it to McGuire for three to the right side, no good. Giles Harris again with the offensive board, kick out to Garvey for three, and once again, an offensive rebound by Giles Harris, and another three-point attempt, no good, this time by McKinless, who by his standards is freezing, having missed 3 in a row. A foul foul. Is it whistled against St. Joe's? It is. As St. Joe's was crashing the glass in that offensive series, and BC very fortunate not to be a victim of another triple. Foul against St. Joe's, now 2 fouls apiece for either side. Welch, nice spin move, but misses the layup on the right side of the rim. Rebound by Doherty outlets it, and St. Joe's goes running. McGuire for 3 to the left side, no good. Giles Harris nearly pulled in another offensive rebound as he tries to pick the pocket of Welch behind him. Uribe to Salem for 3, no good. Tip out by Oliva, no good. And it's rebounded by St. Joe's. 4:50 left to go in the third quarter. 45-31, St. Joe's leads BC. They've led by as many as 19. McGuire gets fouled again by Uribe off the ball as he tried to cut from the near right side to the far left side of the court. Uribe's second personal foul, team's third, here in the third quarter. 4:46 left to go in the third. 45-31, the deficit facing the Crusaders here at home. Inbounds from McKinless to Giles Harris, now to Garvey and over to Chauncey Hawkins. Hawkins watched by Welch. Salem watching McKinless. Giles Harris has it one-on-one with Oliva, picks up the dribble and outlets to the far side to Doherty. Doherty watched by Muggeo. Hawkins near midcourt, now backing up the motion offense. A lot of kicks set to free up these shooters for the Green Knights. Hawkins trailed from behind and fouled from behind by Welch. With 4:16 left to go in the third, another foul. It's going to be the 14th foul whistled against BC. Second personal foul against BC's Riley Welch. Doherty will inbound it directly underneath us here in the second floor level of Hale Gymnasium. Outlets to the far side of the floor, right in front of his bench. Garvey fakes the 3, now pulls up for 3, and will hit it right in front of Anthony Uribe. Clap his hands a couple times, and head down the other way. Uribe will hand it off to Oliva. Top of the key, stutter step, and a blocking foul whistle against Giles Harris, who flopped as he tried to draw Checo's third personal foul of this game. Foul will be on the floor with 3:59 left to go in the third. Bergen Catholic trailing 48-31. St. Joe's having a field day from behind the arc. Malik Benning checks into the game as Uribe comes out. Welch, pick and roll, gives it over to Oliva for 3. No good, fight for the loose ball. Tipped away from Logan by Radi into the hands of Garvey. Nate Garvey has been stellar. Sean McKinless unstoppable. St. Joe's potent from 3. That's been the story in this game as BC has not been able to slow down this shooting. Oliva now watching McKinless. 3:30 left to go in the third. One-on-one, McKinless pulls up, now will pass it away to Radi. Radi will get it over to Hawkins. As St. Joe's content with running some clock, being patient on offense. Garvey always getting free off of the pick set for him around the elbow. Now again, McKinless watched by Oliva. McKinless will try to take Oliva off the dribble as he gets the pick set for him by Doherty. McKinless pull up for a deep 3 and missing wide of the cup on the left side. 2:59 left to go, but St. Joe's running some clock there off of the clock. Salem short on the 3, wide open. Malik Benning for the easy putback layup to the left side of the rim. 48-33 to score in favor of St. Joe's. After Malik 3, St. Joe's leads Bergen Catholic. St. Joe's quickly inbounding at the length of the floor. McGuire, who thought about attacking the rim, now he does, and he gets his shot blocked by Oliva from behind. Oliva outlets it to Welch. Hands it off to Oliva. Head of steam under him. Throws it to the opposite side to Malik Benning. Goes on the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds on the baseline as he tried to outlet it to the top of the key for the Crusaders. Nothing going right for BC here tonight. 48-33, they've been disjointed on offense and have not been playing their usual stellar defense here tonight against St. Joe's. Radi, jump ball called as he struggled to get the ball out of his own hands. He gets tied up and possession arrow favors the Crusaders with 2:24 left to go here in the third quarter. Malik Benning will inbound it. Just next to his own bench, into the half court. Throw it into Oliva. Oliva will give it back to Benning on the far right side. Watched by Garvey. BC attacking from right to left in their white. St. Joe's defending in their black. Malik Benning going down the middle of the lane and one. Nice athletic move there by Taj Malik Benning, the sophomore for BC. The 6'2 sophomore will head to the line trying to complete the three-point play. He has 6 points off the bench for BC here tonight. 48-35 the deficit now for BC as they inch closer and closer to St. Joe's. Benning with 3 dribbles and swishes the foul shot. BC has not been able to get to the line really that much at all tonight. They complete the three-point play. Now the full court pressure again for BC. McGuire will dribble it up, hand it off to McKinless. Back to McGuire in the right corner. Wide open, McKinless for 3. Short on the shot, kicked out to him again. He'll dribble, go right down the middle of the lane, lay it up, no good. Rebounded by Oliva. BC with a stop and down by 12. Oliva gets double teamed, throws it to Salem. Backdoor pass, and Salem with the floater on the left baseline is good. Justin Salem continues to have a hot day in the office. 48-38. BC now down by 10. Chauncey Hawkins goes down the middle lane, out of control, no good on the shot. Rebound kicks out into the hands of Nate Garvey, and now it's just unlucky for Oliva, who seemed to have his paws on it, but it just got off his fingertips into the capable hands of Nate Garvey for the layup, a much-needed layup for St. Joe's to stop the BC run. Salem for 3 on the right side, kicks off the front rim, no good, but the putback inside by Oliva is good. 50-40. With 1:10 left to go in the third quarter. Oliva with now 8 points in the game. Salem leads Bergen with 16. Doherty. As St. Joe's tries to take care of themselves with full court pressure, and a foul is called against Justin Salem for getting Nate Garvey on his elbow as he was trying to take a foul line jumper, breaking the BC press with 1:02 left to go here in the third quarter. BC trying to turn St. Joe's over and make it a little more difficult to get it past the timeline. The full court pressure, St. Joe's has managed to do okay the last couple of trips down. Garvey rattles home the first one. 51-40 now the deficit for Bergen Catholic. St. Joe's is led by as many as 19. Bergen Catholic has trailed for the entirety of this game. Garvey hits a pair at the line, 52-40. Oliva inbounds it to Malik Benning. Go from right to left on your computer screen, smartphone, or tablet device. Thanks so much for listening to BC Basketball on the BC Sports Network. Salem down low in the right block to Oliva. Turnaround shot no good. Offensive rebound by Logan no good. Kicks out, inside again to Logan. Contorts his body no good. And the tip-in on the fourth different opportunity by Oliva is good. Checo now with 10 points. BC trails by 10, 52-42. 33 seconds left to go in the third. McGuire nearly at his pocket pick. McKinless fakes the 3, drives down the lane, throws it over to Hawkins for the 3 on the left side. In and out for St. Joe's. Oliva down the floor to Malik Benning. Turns, goes up, and gets fouled on the floor. He's going to be fouled in the act of shooting with 18.1 seconds left to go in the third. Looked like Hawkins was about to extend the lead to 13 for St. Joe's. The 3 went in and out. And now Bergen Catholic going down the other way with a quick outlet, trying to make something in transition. Malik Benning gets fouled in the act of shooting, so Taj will head to the line shooting a pair. Taj hits another foul shot, 2 for 2 tonight. 52-43, BC's got it into single digits now. Second opportunity at the foul line coming up from Malik Benning, and his foul shot is no good to the right side. And just tipped off the hands of Justin Salem, who trying to deflect it off of Patrick Doherty. So it's 52-43 with 16 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. BC trails St. Joe's. Doherty inbounds to McKinless, gets it out to Hawkins. Hawkins down the floor to Garvey for 3, no good. Rebounded inside by Oliva. Oliva will take it up. 5 seconds left to go in the quarter. Oliva to Logan. Logan dribble drive. And a floater on the right side goes in and out. As Logan was trying to pull. And McKinless in black to start off for St. Joe's. Inbounds. Doherty to McKinless to the right side. St. Joe's goes from left to right on offense here in the fourth. Giles Harris, top of the key, reverses it to Garvey to the left side. Garvey was the main man in that third quarter for the Green Knights. Garvey watched by Malik Benning. Junior passes it to Giles Harris, top of the key again. Checo now pressuring out on him. BC with 5 team fouls, St. Joe's with 5, so it might be foul shooting. It's a determining factor here in the fourth. Hawkins getting away with a carry there. The oohs and ahs emanating from the Bergen Catholic faithful. Garvey gets the outlet to the far left side, refuses the pick, pull-up jumper inside the three-point line, no good. Rebounded by Oliva. Giles Harris tried to bump him out of space. Oliva takes him on one-on-one and draws the personal foul for the reach-in. Oliva just way too quick for Giles Harris to defend him one-on-one. That'll be the 16th foul against the Green Knights. Next one will result in a single bonus for the Crusaders. 7:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. BC trails St. Joe's 52-43. They have not led this entire game. St. Joe's has led by as many as 19. Inbounds to Oliva. Lefty dribble on Doherty and tries a right-handed layup on the left side. No good, off the rim. And it's going to be Hawkins going the other way. And a foul for a bump whistled on Justin Salem. And now it's going to be 16 fouls apiece between Bergen and St. Joe's. It's going to be Justin Salem's third personal foul, team 6. Doherty will inbound it into the backcourt to the sophomore guard. Chauncey Hawkins behind his back, outlets it in the far left corner. Now it's McKinless to McGuire. McGuire watched by Oliva. Now over to Doherty, watched by Uribe. And Hawkins takes Logan off the dribble on the right side. But David Logan blocks him from behind. Great athleticism displayed there by the junior. Uribe a little out of control with his dribble. Gets it back up to Malik Benning. Rotate around to the far side of Logan. Mismatch on the right block. Oliva trying to take it, but he gets his pocket picked by Hawkins. Hawkins gives it over to McKinless to the far side. Now McGuire. McGuire gets it stripped away, but into the hands of McKinless, who reverse layup is good. A rare two-point shot from Sean McKinless. He extends the lead back to double digits. BC sputtering here on offense. Malik Benning. Now to Uribe for 3. And Anthony Uribe connects for a much-needed three-point shot. 54-46, Bergen Catholic trails. St. Joe's breaks the Bergen Catholic press and leads to an easy layup. Andrew McGuire the other way, 56-46. Uribe, nice shimmy shake. Layup is good, down the other way. Refused the pick, went all the way down. Reverse layup is good. Uribe makes it an 8-point game again, 56-48. BC trying to quicken the pace here with man-to-man pressure. St. Joe's trying to run some of their motion offense with 5:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Try to salt away an 8-point lead. McKinless, top of the key, watched by Malik Benning. McKinless dropping it off to Doherty. Now to the far side to Hawkins. And Hawkins again, a reaching foul. Whistle against Justin Salem, and that will give Hawkins a chance to shoot 1-1. And Salem will pick up his 4th personal foul. BC's leading scorer tonight, now in some foul trouble. 4 personal fouls against Justin Salem. Send Chauncey Hawkins to the line, shooting 1-1. St. Joe's leading 56-48 with 5:16 left to go in our fourth quarter of play. Thanks so much for listening in. BC basketball here as Bergen takes on St. Joe's in the final divisional game of the season. Hawkins' first pass shot is good. Extends the St. Joe's lead to 9. Hawkins, who was so clutch in his foul shooting in the fourth quarter of the first meeting this year, lines up the second foul shot, no good, in and out. Welch rebounds for BC as the Crusaders trail by 9. Welch travels in the play as he tried to turn around as he had the ball on the right block. He was trying to call for some contact there against him. But a Turnover there for the Bergen Catholic point guard. 57-48, the deficit for BC. They've never been closer than 7 here in the second half. And a travel call now against Patrick Doherty. As he definitely picked up his pivot foot, and it was a very late and delayed call from the referee. Billy Armstrong was screaming for the travel call. And finally got it at the last hour. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth. BC trails 57-48. On offense now from right to left. Welch pulls up for a deep three, no good. Rebounded by Andrew McGuire. McGuire will hand it off to McKinless, and St. Joe's in all black will cross the timeline from left to right, running their offense against the white-clad home Crusaders. Trying to beat Bergen Catholic for the second time in as many meetings here this season. These two will square up a total of 4 times that haven't been said and done this winter. Garvey watched by Oliva. Garvey dribbling up a storm. Great defense there by Oliva. Uribe now watching McGuire. McGuire crossing him over, going to the baseline, and a pushing call against Anthony Uribe. With 4:19 left to go in the quarter, will send Andrew McGuire to the line shooting 1-1. And that will be the 3rd personal foul on Uribe, and the team's 8th here in the second half. McGuire, bandage on his right shoulder, shooting a 1-1 here. His first foul shot, no good, rebounded by Oliva. And he'll outlet it to Uribe, down the floor to Salem. Salem back to Uribe. They'll settle things up for BC, who have not been able to do anything down low for Oliva. They hit now Oliva on the left baseline. Bodied up by Doherty. Across the middle, and the hook shot no good by Oliva. Great defense there by Doherty. The BC strips McKinless the other way, and quickly a jump shot from Salem at the foul line is no good. Bergen Catholic can't cap off that move. Now a timeout taken by St. Joe's. As a little beat, and they've been hot here tonight. Inbounds in the backcourt as Doherty tried to get it to McKinless. Tips off the hands of Malik Benning out of bounds. So St. Joe's will have to inbound it on their own baseline. 3:48 left to go in the game. BC down by 9. Doherty will inbound it to Hawkins. Will get it back to Doherty. Doherty watched full court by Oliva. Garvey watched by Logan. Garvey, little floater, and the lane is good. St. Joe's goes up again by double digits, this time 59-48 with 3:30 left to go in the fourth. Salem for a deep three. No good. And a great box out by Pat Doherty. That will be a whistled foul over the back against Uribe of Bergen Catholic with 3:24 left to go in the fourth. That'll send Patrick Doherty walking slowly down to the other side of the floor to the foul line, shooting 1-1 with the 19th foul, 4th personal foul on Uribe. Uribe and Salem with both 4 fouls apiece. Doherty sinks the first foul shot, sends Joe's to a 60-48 lead. Doherty's second foul shot is no good, rebounded by Oliva. Oliva with only 10 points in this game, really held in check. Welch gets his man up in the air as he dribble drives. Now Salem going down the middle of the lane. He misses the layup to the left side of the rim, but hustles his way to the offensive rebound. Uribe pulls up for 3 from deep. No good off the back of the backboard, and rebounded by Garvey for St. Joe's. Time running out here for BC with 3 minutes left to go, down by 12. McKinless to Doherty, and St. Joe's will work some clock around the perimeter. Giles Harris tried to look and feed Doherty down low, but he got his pass deflected and it goes out of bounds. Will be inbounded for St. Joe's opposite their bench. Oliva will defend Doherty, who's trying to inbound it. Garvey passes to McKinless. McKinless crosses over Salem. Now to Doherty in the far left corner. Up top to Hawkins. Triple team coming for Hawkins. Now Garvey will have it. As again, St. Joe's just trying to run some clock. Bergen Catholic forced to reach in. And with the foul, and the reach-in foul will be the 10th team foul. And a double bonus upcoming for Nate Garvey in St. Joseph Regional. 1:32 left to go in the game. St. Joe's in position here for another big road win and another win here at Bergen Catholic. 61-48 as Garvey hits the first of two. This will only be the 10th win all-time for St. Joe's here at Bergen. This 80th all-time meeting between both schools. One for two at that line as Garvey misses the second foul shot. Malik Benning drives on the baseline. Reverse layup is good on the right side. Quick timeout called for by Billy Armstrong. In the grand scheme of things, Bergen Catholic don't want to lose this, but if you have to choose between one of the next two, Bergen Catholic certainly will want to win the games that count in the tournament play. Bergen Catholic deflecting the ball that was intended down low in the right baseline for Doherty out of bounds. BC tries to ratchet up the pressure. Can't turn St. Joe's over. McKinless will inbound it. He was red hot in the first half. It's been quiet here in the second, but Nate Garvey has been the man on the mission for Coach Doherty's team. Garvey out to Doherty, over to Hawkins, to McKinless. McKinless gives it over to Giles Harris, and St. Joe's being unselfish, spreading the floor and just wasting time. Garvey to Doherty, now over to Hawkins. 1:55 left to go, and Bergen Catholic got to think about fouling soon. Doherty passing around, and now Bergen Catholic will miss the foul against Patrick Doherty to stop the clock with 1:49 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And send St. Joe's to the line, shooting two, already ahead by 11. Doherty sinks the first foul shot, makes it a 62-50 game. Doherty's second foul shot is also good. He's 2 for 2 at that trip. 63-50. St. Joe's leads. Malik Benning behind his back. Nice move there and lays it up and in the left side of the ring. Malik Benning has been great off the bench for BC. He's in double digits. But going down the other way, Uribe with a hard foul against Garvey. Uribe will have fouled out of this game. As an intentional foul is whistled against Oliva. As Garvey was going up for the layup and a lot of wrist there, but it looked like a lot of ball as well. Done as he fouls out of this game. With 1:37 left to go in regulation, Uribe will go out of the game, and there will be an intentional foul called against Anthony Uribe, who again came from behind and got a lot of the ball, but he also got the wrist. But I don't know how that justifies a intentional. Garvey's first foul shot is no good. So Anthony Uribe is fouled out. 63-52 still the lead for St. Joe's over Bergen Catholic. Garvey hits the second foul shot. Now he'll have his 2 shooting fouls opportunity. No, they're just going to say awarding possession to St. Joe's, so they'll inbound it. So Garvey had the 2 shooting fouls. Now Bergen Catholic will have to defend with the inbound. Malik Benning comes off, Muggeo comes on. McKinless inbounding it. Inbounded to Doherty, who'll get it quickly back out to McKinless. Now Hawkins will have it. McKinless thinking about the 3 to the right corner. Instead, he'll just throw it over to Hawkins. Hawkins will dribble drive. Doherty will get fouled. Will that foul come against Justin Salem? If so, Salem's night will be over. With 1:24 left to go, and that will be 5 personal fouls against Justin Salem. So a pair of seniors for BC fouling out here tonight on senior night. DiSpirito will check back into the game. Ryan Matthews as well. To the seniors that started here tonight on senior night. Doherty's foul shot is no good. 1:24 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It looks like St. Joe's will outlast Bergen Catholic here in Orta. Doherty sinks the second of his 2 foul shots. 65-52, Bergen Catholic trails. DiSpirito goes up for the shot, no good, but gets fouled as Doherty could not hustle back in time and was moving his feet. That will send DiSpirito to the line, shooting 2. 1:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. DiSpirito rings in the first foul shot, so Neal gets on the board here in the fourth quarter. He already had a bucket, the first bucket of the game for BC. So now he has 3 points. Oliva's night is done as he will take a seat on the BC bench. His team trailing 65-53. Connor Sellers, who also started tonight, come back in. DiSpirito hits a pair of foul shots, 65-54. BC trails the Green Knights. Now St. Joe's breaking BC pressure. Moving to pass the half court. Settle it down in the half court spread on offense. As we approach 1 minute left to go in regulation, and a foul whistled against Ryan Matthews as he fouls number 4, Chauncey Hawkins, the 5'7" sophomore guard, who's been an electric force off of the bench for Coach Doherty. St. Joe's will improve to 16-4 on the season with the win. Hawkins sinks the first foul shot with 1:04 left, 66-54. Bergen Catholic with a loss will fall to 15-6 on the year. Second foul shot is good. 67-54. Bergen Catholic trails St. Joe's. Matthews will outlet it to Muggeo. Muggeo almost getting his pocket picked. Gives it to DiSpirito on the backdoor feed. And DiSpirito with the bucket here. He now has 5 points for the Crusaders. Sellers will foul Garvey down the other way. 47.4 seconds left to go in regulation. Connor Sellers picks up the personal foul, his first. Double bonus again for St. Joe's. 47.4 seconds, and Nate Garvey at the line. Garvey swishes it. Now, as St. Joe's obviously is always relying on the shooting of Sean McKinless, Nate Garvey has been the one who led them home here in this second half when things were starting to get a little dangerous for them. Bergen Catholic pulled to within 7. It was Garvey who kept them out in front and has been the difference maker tonight in their road win. Welch now to Muggeo. DiSpirito in the right corner. Picks up his dribble. Drops down low in the right block to Sellers. Sellers watched by Radi. Turnaround shot by Sellers, no good. Offensive rebound and putback attempt by Muggeo, no good. Follows it up again, and one. Mike Muggeo not giving up a couple of different times. Getting the rebound and then finally laying it up and in and finishing now with a 3-point play opportunity. 69-58, St. Joe's leads here on the road. About to go to 2-0 this season against Bergen Catholic. Muggeo at the line, and he sinks it to complete the 3-point play. Muggeo with 5 points, and McKinless gets fouled immediately. Stop the clock, 27.5 seconds left to go. Even though this game is no longer in doubt, this is a message being sent by Billy Armstrong to his team as well as to St. Joe's. Bergen Catholic will not quit. Bergen Catholic will fight through it. Get ready for another epic matchup on Sunday in the Jamboree. McKinless to the line. Hit it out on his first foul shot. No good. 27.5 left to go and a 10-point lead for St. Joe's here on the road. McKinless hits the second foul shot, 70-59, now the lead. Welch dribbling it up, now to wide open Matthews in the left corner. High arcing 3 is good for Ryan Matthews. Bergen trails 70-62. McKinless getting it up and gets fouled before it can get into the hands of Radi. Now McKinless will again take that long trek down the court to the foul line, shooting 2. 15 seconds left to go in the game. Bergen Catholic will fall only for the second time here at home this year. They lost previously to St. Anthony's back on January 31st. McKinless misses the foul shot. Bergen Catholic's 5-game win streak will be snapped here by St. Joe's this evening. The foul shot is good. McKinless again going 1 of 2 in the line. 71-62. Welch picks up the ball. Sets it up for DiSpirito for a three from straight away, no good. Fight for the loose ball inside, taken in off the bounce by Sellers, who muscles his way up for the layup on the left side of the rim. 71-64. St. Joe's will inbound it in.